Please go subscribe to the Rumble channel for Franchise Sports TV under the name FSTV22. Now, I'm using that Rumble channel for any purposes of me getting kicked off YouTube and also for more of my spicier joints. It's free as well. I have the freedom to say whatever I want to say as well. So go subscribe to FSTV22. That is Franchise Sports TV 22 on Rumble. What up, Franchise Nation? Franchise Sports TV back again with another video. Before I begin, like, share, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like this video and like any other videos you may watch, because it does help me when it comes to the YouTube algorithm as well. Make sure you like it. And also donate to the Cash App if you can. Link it down below. Alright. So I've been meaning to make this video for probably about the last 4 or 5 days. But I had a bout with the stomach flu. So I didn't get a chance to make one when I wanted to make it. And actually that video was going to be more of a rant on everyone in the league. But I said, no, never mind. I'll settle for this. But the first, can you call it the first day of the in-season tournament has passed on Friday. I forgot who won, like it really matters. I think the Bucks was one of, everybody who played on Friday was playing in that tournament supposedly. The Bucks won their tournament against the Knicks, tournament game against the Knicks, but it seems like none of these players really know what's going on. But here's the thing, what's the point of this video, right? So a couple of days ago, I asked in the poll, what's ruining the NBA? Sports betting, diva-like players, bad calls, super teams, shot jacking threes. Originally, super teams was leading the way. But out of 171 votes, 4 days later, sports betting is at 8%. Diva-like players, 49%. Bad calls, 11%. Super teams, 23%. Shot jacking threes, 11%. That's what you guys are said is what's killing the league. So I think, and most of us probably might think, the in-season tournament is being used to promote TV ratings, get people watching, get people excited. But here's the thing, and here's the reason why I say the in-season tournament won't work. There's so many factors and reason why it won't work. For one, real basketball enthusiasts who watch the NBA for many years don't really care for it. Like me. What's the point? You're missing the point of why the numbers are down. TV numbers are down when it comes to the NBA. I see this in-season tournament as just another notch for these players to have something over the players for the old. Oh, you didn't win. This was such and such didn't win the in-season tournament. Don't make stuff like that, right? But in this poll that I asked, I think all that combines is the reason why it's ruining the league and the in-season tournament won't work. Another thing I forgot to put on there is, load management. Sports betting, someone is killing it. It kind of ties with the bad calls, but diva-like players, I can see why 49% of you guys pick it. So that can be a second reason why. I'll look at James Harden. When stuff don't work right for the team he's on, he wants to choose a different team. And then, like I said, you got the load management with Kawhi Leonard. They freaking crack a toenail. They don't want to play. And they got these fans coming to the games, buying tickets, probably hard on working money, going to buying these tickets. And here these diva-like players, they're not playing because they need rest. CJ McCollum has been playing through so much. I think recently right now, I think he's been diagnosed with a collapsed lung. If he plays with a collapsed lung, I'll be freaking shocked. But that just calls and tells you how tough he is, how much he appreciates the people coming out to watch the game, how much he loves the game. Yeah, people out here back in the day, 80s and 70s and 90s, playing with all kinds of ailments, playing 82, 79, at least playing 99%, 98% of the games. These dudes these days, they freaking see their baby mama getting freaking choked up by another dude. They want to call off for 2 games. I wish we can do that. As regular folk at our jobs, but you know what will happen. Bad calls kind of ties into sports betting. Been a lot of terrible calls. It's one of the reasons why my dad does not actually watch the NBA anymore. He can't take the bad calls. And he has seen the worst of the bad calls. I think it was the ref who got caught with the sports betting and all that. Tim Donahue, I think his name is. Bad calls happen because they want to extend series out, playoff series out. No, you can't have somebody getting swept. We need at least 5 games. We got to make our money. Sports betting and bad calls all tie into money. Got to make your money. This team has to win. Nobody wants to see this team play in the championship. 2001 Eastern Conference Finals with the Milwaukee Bucks and Philadelphia 76ers. No one wanted to see the Milwaukee Bucks play the Los Angeles Lakers. A city of, at the time, almost close to 600 million within the city limits. Not 600 million, 600,000 within the city limits versus a city of LA alone is probably 2 million, including the surrounding areas, probably equal up to almost 4, 5, 6 million. Now it's probably higher than that. Well, it's probably higher than that in Milwaukee now too, but nobody wanted to see that. Nobody wanted to see Ray Allen, Glenn Robinson, Zach Cassell versus Shaq and Kobe. No, we want to see Iverson go play versus Kobe. That's how they work. So, super teams, yes, because nobody wants to see a bunch of superstars on one team. That's boring. And shot striking threes, that's boring too. Yes, Steph Curry is sometimes fun to watch. You were like, damn, he cannot miss. But he's pretty much infected the whole entire league. And now everybody wants to shot jack threes. I'm sitting here watching the game against Milwaukee and the Knicks. Yeah, the Milwaukee was actually, I think they was, I'm guesstimating, somewhere around 40%, maybe. I don't know. They was hot last week, Friday. When it came to shooting from the field, shooting 3-pointers from the field. But yeah, that's not always going to work. Shot jacking threes has become really annoying to me. I don't want to see a whole bunch of threes. And then they expanded all these rules, made it easier to score. That's why all these people got role players scoring 53 points. Role players probably averaging 21, 22 points a game. Not saying they're garbage, but they wouldn't be doing all that scoring 10, not even 10, 15, 20, 30 something years ago. They wouldn't be doing all that. But this all contributes to why the NBA and some people don't want to watch the NBA. Now, it's 3 years past since all that BLM crap. You used to think it had gotten higher. Nope, it didn't. But here's one more thing that I didn't know that I discovered a couple of days ago about why the ratings are bad. Actually, I discovered this 2 weeks ago, but I got confirmation about a couple of days ago. So there was a Denver Nuggets, I don't know if he subscribed to the channel, but there was a Denver Nuggets fan that came on to my channel saying that he didn't get a chance, he doesn't have a chance to watch the Denver Nuggets games. He hasn't watched the Denver Nuggets game, at least on their local channels, in probably 5 years due to a dispute going on with, I don't know who, if it's Bally Sports. Let me check right quick. Hold on right quick. Well, here it is. I found it. So this is what the subscriber actually told me, what was going on when it comes to watching Denver Nuggets basketball. So on August 28th, 2019, Altitude, is it Altitude Entertainment? Is that the name of the, let's see here, make sure I got the right name right. Altitude Sports and Entertainment was dropped by Dish Network. 3 days later, the channel was dropped by Comcast and DirecTV. All three providers are accusing the company of demanding significant annual price increases for the channel's content, which they deemed unacceptable. On August 31st, 2019, altitude was restored by DirecTV after two sides reached a multi-year agreement. The disputes with Dish Network and Comcast remained unsolved. So I'm guessing this subscriber probably doesn't have DirecTV, but he probably has Dish Network or Comcast. But it seems like there's a lot of BS going on with the broadcasting up there in Denver. And then on June 1st, 2021, I cannot talk. Altitude waived its exclusive local rights to broadcast Game 5 of the NBA playoff game between the Nuggets and Portland Trailblazers so that Comcast and Dish Network subscribers could watch the game on NBA TV, which would normally be subject to blackout restrictions. Altitude is one of the few major regional sports networks in Comcast that Comcast does not carry. As Comcast is the largest cable provider in the Denver area, this means Nuggets and Avalanche games are unavailable in Denver without a DirecTV subscription. So you got that going on. But on October 6, 2022, Altitude and Fubo TV announced an agreement that will allow the streaming service to carry the network, including Avalanche and Nuggets games throughout the 10-state region in time for the start of the 2022-23 NBA and NHL season. So yeah, it looks like they got some drama going on up there. But that's not even the worst of it right there. Sorry for going too much off track. The worst of it, and the reason why some of the ratings have been down for the not NFL, but NBA. So shout out to Behind the Line. If you guys heard of him, he's a YouTuber who speaks on the chacoonery and foolery that's been going on in sports for the last couple of years. But shout out to Behind the Line. I watched this video, and he has reported that Bally Sports, and I kind of was a victim of this. Should I say victim? Yeah, I kind of was a victim of this. But Bally Sports has not been doing their job. Nope. They have not been doing their job when it comes to broadcasting regional NBA games. They have not. They was formerly known as Fox Sports Network. Missed those days. But now, since they have taken over, they have been terrible. They are under the ownership of Sinclair Broadcast Group and Entertainment Studios as well. But I think right now they're facing the owner, which is actually Diamond Sports Group. As of earlier this year, they failed to make $140 million interest payment instead of opting for a 30-day grace period to make the payment. So they've been going through bankruptcy protection. They're going through Chapter 11 bankruptcy right now, restructuring plan. During the bankruptcy, they had missed payments to the Arizona Diamondbacks, Texas Rangers, Cleveland Guardians, Minnesota Twins, and MLB. God, they haven't been doing much. And then all of a sudden, this season so far, actually they gave up, before I go in, they gave up the rights to Arizona Diamondbacks as of July of this year. But from what I heard from Behind the Line, some people can't watch the game because there's been blackouts. It don't work. And people have complaining about it, but Bally Sports hasn't done anything. And I'm sure it has reached the table of Adam Silver, but Adam Silver is more, focused on this stupid-ass in-season tournament game, that he's not going out there and trying to hold whoever's in charge of this whole Bally Sports now accountable for people not able to watch games in a regional area. So that has also killed the fan base of the NBA so far this season, at least. So there's many factors on the reason why the in-season tournament will not help the NBA's ratings or will not help the fanfare change. There's just too much going on that Adam Silver needs to fix. This with Bally Sports, I still don't think the load management, the new rules for load management are going to help. They'll find some way to load manage. 3, the divas, sports betting, bad calls, shot jacking threes, Just terrible game. Just the game is just the game of basketball these days in the NBA is just terrible. There's no flow to it. Just shoot threes. That's why I kind of like watching the Denver Nuggets. Because Jokic sets up the offense to the way to find people open. It's just a different style of basketball. This one-on-one basketball and trying to be the star, which all these dudes try to be, it's just gotten old. There's no strategy to it anymore. And I kind of blame Adam Silver for changing all these rules, for making making all these players get open and have more opportunities to score. It doesn't help. It just made the game worse. It made the game boring. But that's just my opinion on it. Tell me what you guys think.